Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Dio here. Today we're going to be unboxing the Monsters blind boxes, featuring Labubu of course, and we have a lot of different series to go through, so let's get right into it. I don't think I've ever unboxed this many blind boxes in a video before, so those will be a first, and then of course, who else would it be other than Labubu? So as you can see, I have many different series to go through. And some are newer, some are older. We have the newest, which is the 1 AM series. And then we have some of the collabs like One Piece and SpongeBob. And then we have some older series too. So it's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of variety. So I'm sure there'll be something for everyone. So for timing's sake, I won't talk about every single series right now. I'll just look at them when I open them. So as for the order of opening, I will go from the oldest I have to the newest ones. But I might be a little bit off because I'm not sure exactly like what year or months each of these boxes came out. So I'll do my best to keep it chronologically accurate. So we'll start with the oldest series I have here, which is the Patisserie series. It features Labubu and friends, kind of in like a bakery setting with different desserts and pastries. And this series did come out in 2019, so it was a bit older, like 7 years now. So 2019 was, I didn't feel like that long ago. And there's 12 different options with one secret, and that is at 144 as usual for 12 figures. But yeah, it features very cute kind of vibes, bakery, like I said, sweet dessert kind of looks. And it's very small here, but it looks like each one represents different desserts. Or mostly, there's like a eclair, mango pie, caramel mousse. Yes, they're very cute. So I won't go through all of them since I only have one box. But the ones I like from the series are probably the ice cream pastry, the Thai cocoa one. I always love a good Thai cocoa figure when he's included in the series. I also like, the caramel mousse Napoleon one's cute too. Yeah, they're all pretty cute, so I guess I don't really mind with any one that I get. But I prefer the Labubu characters over like Yaya or Spooky. So let's see what we get. So that's the box number 1 and the only box. And we got, it's a Labubu. It's like a little chef. And we have Petite Pommier. Okay, this one's really, really cute. This is Labubu. Face is very white. I've never seen Labubu like have a white face, but I guess it matches the outfit for Labubu. But the fur is very pink on this one. And this Labubu looks like it's a chef wearing this kind of chef's outfit with very, very gold buttons. They kind of pop. And on the back, she has this like palmier cookie as almost like a backpack. You can see how the straps go around the back to be a backpack. It's very, very detailed. I like how this little look on here. And as you know, palmiers are cookies. They're very like light, crispy, kind of buttery cookies. We've never had them before. Yeah, overall this one's pretty cute. I like the texture that's on the Labubu. But as like with these older figures, they're a little bit more, simple or a little bit more stoic in pose, I should say. But it is very interesting, like I said, that it's very white. Like the face for Labubu is white and the ears too. You can see the feet are also white. So I've never seen like a fully like, the face for Labubu nowadays usually has that like flesh skin color. So this is very different. Overall, it's cute. I wish I got one more like dessert, more like full dessert. This one's just kind of like a cookie in the back, so but I don't mind. I'm not complaining. Next, we'll look at the Monsters toy series. So this series also came out in 2019. I believe it came out like later in 2019, so after the Patisserie series. And this series features 12 different characters, same as the other one with one secret. And it features Labubu and friends like always, but now they're in a toy setting. So each of them are kind of like different toys. We have plush toys, we have like Jack-in-the-Box. We also have, what else? Puppets, dolls, tin toy, clay doll. So it's a bunch of different, variations of toys featuring Labubu and friends. The secret is 144 also. It looks like maybe like a cowboy Labubu. I haven't seen it, so it looks kind of cute. But they're all pretty cute. I think I really like the Thai cocoa one here. He seems like to be the most like elaborate in the series, so hopefully I get Thai cocoa. I also like the Po toy. It's a little creepy looking, but I kind of like that creepiness. And yeah, I think those two are the ones I want the most. So let's see what we get with box number 1. Oh, we got like a Pinocchio looking one. The box number 1, we got puppets. So it looks like this one's, inspired by Pinocchio with the long nose. So Labubu here is actually a wooden puppet. You can see the kind of wooden grains on the face. The marks that goes kind of vertical on there. And he's wearing kind of like I guess a German outfit. Yeah, that's German, right? That hat? Looks very German to me. But correct me if I'm wrong. Little overalls, a little cute red bow tie, and a matching green hat with a little red feather. The hat reminds me of kind of like a Peter Pan hat almost, with just the same color, and I think he has a feather too on his hat. And Labubu here is in a cute little sitting position. Very, very stoic, but as she should, because she's a wooden toy, or wooden puppet. I really like the expression on this Labubu's face. You could still kind of see like a mischievous look in her face. And then of course that little wooden nose with the little leaf coming out of it. It's very, very cute. And here's what the back looks like. Overall, it's very cute. Like I said, these older series are a little bit more simple in design. Oh, I just noticed. It's very interesting. They added like a joint look to the legs right here. Not sure if you can see with the lighting, but yeah, you can kind of see right here. I almost try to like bend it, but it doesn't bend. It's just for looks because it's a puppet and the knees will be jointed like that. That's a cool little detail. And now for box number 2. Oh, we got Thai Cocoa. Yay. Box number 2, we got Thai Cocoa in the box. This one's really cute. Oh my god, I love it so much. So instead of Jack in the Box, it's Thai Cocoa in the box. And as you could tell, this is Thai Cocoa popping out of a box. And you can see this little spring on the bottom. It actually doesn't move, so it's just for looks. On the side, there's a little crank, but you can move it, but it's one of like accessory that deattaches, so it's not something that you could wind up or anything. On the front, you have this cute little Labubu drawing too on the box. And Thai Cocoa here is kind of popping out of the box, arms out in like a surprise manner. And then like how he has this little heart popping out too, kind of like showing his love for Labubu. And then he has a cute little tiny little hat right there. Overall, I really love it. I love all the colors, different colors on this. It's just very, a little bit more involved. Of course, who could not like Thai Cocoa? He's so cute. Next, we'll move on to the Fruits series. So this series features, once again, 12 different characters and features all Labubu and friends. And I guess they're like different fruits. Each of the fruits represent them. So we have orange, banana, pineapple, pear, coconut, grape, kiwi, strawberry, cherry, peach, watermelon, and lemon on the front. There's also one secret, which is 144 chance. So yeah, I don't know what it is. But the ones that I like would be watermelon. That's my favorite fruit. So watermelon's my favorite. I also like pear. That one looks like a fun figure, Labubu climbing. Also, the strawberry one's really cute. It's like, that looks very tall with Labubu sitting up on the strawberry. But I only have one of these, so we'll get one chance. And these came out in 2021, so 2 years after the previous 2 boxes that we unboxed. But they're still kind of older, so like 5 years ago. So look, without further ado, let's unbox it. And we got, which one is this? Oh, it's the watermelon one. Oh, there's accessories in there, that's why. And we got watermelon, featuring Thai Cocoa too. I didn't realize Thai Cocoa was in this figure. So this figure features Labubu and Thai Cocoa together, with Thai Cocoa being tormented as kind of usual with Labubu. So it looks like they're on the beach and Thai Cocoa's kind of buried into the sand right here. And he also has a watermelon on his head. And Labubu is about to hit open the watermelon that is on Thai Cocoa's head. And of course, Labubu is also blindfolded. So this is a practice, or I guess a tradition, very common in Asia, especially Japan, where you break open watermelon on the beach. with a bat or a stick or something. And this is what's happening here. Describes the scene. I just love how Labubu's blindfolds have eyes on them too. Makes it a little kind of funnier and creepier. And then Taikoko, of course, here looking very, very concerned as he should be. Labubu is also wearing this cute little like one-piece swimming suit, almost like a jumpsuit. You can see it has little yellow stripes on the side. And then, yeah, I feel like I wouldn't trust Labubu in doing this. I feel a little bad for Taikoko. You can see his little like sweat drip right here on the side of his head. And one interesting thing is that this bat just kind of sticks right here. There's nothing actually holding onto it to keep it in place. It's just like sticking between Labubu's hand. Very interesting. But yeah, I love that how they added the eye drawings to Labubu's blindfold. So it's very different, very fun. And now we'll move on to our first collaboration series, which is SpongeBob SquarePants and the Monsters. And this series came out in 2021 also. So it's still a bit older. And I haven't really heard much of it or didn't realize the existence of it until recently. So I was able to pick up 2 boxes, thankfully, for not too expensive because, you know, they're pretty much out of print and kind of harder to find. So this series features SpongeBob characters, but kind of looking like the Monsters characters too. So we have like SpongeBob and friends. We have Squidward, of course, Sandy, Plankton, Mr. Krabs, Patrick, of course. And they're kind of represented by different characters. So SpongeBob is Labubu. Of course, you can see the Labubu ears on each of the SpongeBob characters. We have Spooky as Squidward. We also have Sandy, who is Pato. Yaya is Patrick. We have Taikoko, who is Plankton. And Mr. Krabs, who is Zmomo. So it's interesting that they feature like associate different SpongeBob characters to different monster characters. And it's very fun. I like that. There's also one secret character. It looks like just like another Labubu SpongeBob. For the ones I like, I pretty much am okay with any of the SpongeBob ones. Maybe I think there's one of them too. The jellyfish one is very, very like iconic. So I like that one too. I also like the Patrick one too. I love Patrick, Yaya, and then of course the Taikoko. So let's just see what we get with box number 1. Oh, we got like the concert one. Box number 1 is Sweet Victory. I kind of remember this episode. I think it was like Squidward trying to form a band against a rival or something. And then, of course, SpongeBob is the lead singer and he sings Sweet Victory. It's a little fuzzy in my head, but I do remember that episode. I just remember the song playing. It's been a while. I haven't heard it in a while. But this is where this outfit comes from. And it was kind of like almost like a Super Bowl situation in the episode. I forgot what they call it. But yeah, SpongeBob is a singer singing at the whatever Super Bowl equivalent that was in the episode. And then, yeah, he's wearing this kind of like, almost like a conductor outfit with this tall hat. He has a very, very positive expression, very confident, singing, pointing, and then the mic to the mouth. Yeah, overall, this one's fun. You don't get much Labubu. Well, I don't know. I guess I see more SpongeBob than Labubu in these figures. You do get that Labubu head shape, but I feel like the SpongeBob characteristic still pops through. I do really like the little details that's on the face and in the back though, on the head in general. You can see all the little imperfections of the sponge, the little circles, indents all over the face. And then you have the classic Labubu ears indentation right here. And you don't get, I wish that you had like the Labubu teeth instead of the SpongeBob butt teeth. I think that makes it a little bit more SpongeBob than Labubu. But overall, this one's a fun figure. It's not like, I don't know, I guess I enjoy it. And now for box number 2. These ones are like very, very full. Look how full this one is. Which one is this? Oh, it's a jellyfish one. Yay! Box number 2 is Jellyfish Catcher. Okay, this one's a lot cooler. I love this one, actually. So, features SpongeBob jellyfishing. Classic activity for SpongeBob and Patrick. And yeah, this one, it's very cute. I love the kind of more dynamic pose. It actually kind of has SpongeBob Labubu suspended in the air with this little peg in the back. So he's like jumping to catch this jellyfish that's floating above. SpongeBob Labubu has a very, very confident look. And then, of course, almost able to catch the jellyfish right here. You get all the same kind of detail here as the previous one with the sponge head. And then you actually get this classic SpongeBob outfit right here, which I love. And the only criticism I have for this one is I wish SpongeBob was like looking up. He's looking straight forward, and I feel like it would make more sense if SpongeBob Labubu was looking at the jellyfish right here instead. And yeah, just my little nitpicking. Overall, I really like this one because it's just like a very classic, memorable, everyone knows SpongeBob and jellyfishing. Next, we'll look at the Monsters Space Adventure series. So this series came out in 2021, similar to the last previous SpongeBob and Fruit series. And it features Labubu and friends as always. And this time they are kind of like space sci-fi characters. And there's 12 different options with one secret, 1 out of 144 of course. And yeah, it's kind of like a easier to see look of what kind of feel of this series is. So the front features Labubu, it's called Labubu Warrior. So it's like a rock star warrior. We also have other characters, including Pato, Spooky. But yeah, we have like Professor Labubu, there's a Yaya robot, which looks kind of cool. There's also a space alien Labubu. That one's fun. Of course, Taikoko is included here, and it's called Taikoko Aliens. That one's kind of cute too. Kind of like how he's green here. Yeah, overall, they're pretty fun. Personally, yeah, I want the Taikoko, of course. The Labubu Starkiller one's interesting too, with the little like astronaut helmet. And then I think the Labubu Warrior is fun too. And I have a total of 4 of these boxes, so let's start with box number 1. We got, Spooky. Box number 1 is Spooky Emperor. So Spooky is one of the monsters' friends, and he is, yeah, I don't know what Spooky actually is. It looks like he's just like a bag with a little wrapped up at the top. A little, kind of like dumpling looking, but I think he's just like a bag with tied up top. But yeah, here Spooky is like an evil emperor in the storyline. And he has these evil villainous mustache right there. He also has a very big coat. You can see that giant collar. Has a little goatee too. I just noticed right here. He's like wearing like a very like caricature of what a villain would be with the mustache and the giant lab coat with big collar, goatee. Also has a skull that is on the belt. It's not a Taikoko skull though. It's just like a regular, almost like alien looking skull right there. And he is just holding this, I don't know what he's holding. This pointer. He's standing on kind of like a rock. Overall, it's not my favorite. It's kind of a little bit, I don't know. By itself, it doesn't really tell much of a story. And now for box number 2. Oh, we got one of the Labubu ones. Box number 2 is Labubu Captain. So this one features Labubu kind of in like a superhero outfit. And she has this black mask covering the eyes. But you can still see Labubu's smile right here. And she has a jetpack on the back. Her outfit kind of reminds me of Incredibles, just because of the black and red color outfit. It's like a gold star with a black circle in the center of the outfit with kind of like a black belt. And she's also wearing black boots. It looks like she's in like a very confident power pose. I do like how you can see the outfit popping out around the face though. You can kind of see that 2-layer right here, where it indents and goes to her face, and the mask kind of pops out too, in front of the Labubu's face. And now for box number 3. So we got the robot, Yaya. Box number 3 is Yaya Robot. This one's very interesting. I do love the paint that they use for the robot. You can see how shiny metallic it is. And this one features pretty much Yaya, but as a robot. And Yaya has these gold horns right here. And then the classic like robotic kind of arms and legs with the long, big metal feet. And then little claws for the hands too. It's in gold. And then on the back, Yaya is wearing this, like, maybe that's where the power comes from for Yaya. You can see this kind of power pack on the back. Yaya has a very like menacing look right here. So I'm not sure if, you know, Yaya's evil or not in the story. Maybe a little bit evil, like an evil robot. Because that is more like a villainous look to me. I also like the very like bright red eyes. It's a nice contrast. That also says the villain. This one's actually very short. I feel like I didn't realize Yaya was so short. Maybe because you don't have those like ears that Labubu has, so it just feels a little bit shorter of a figure. Overall, it's okay. I like the paint color, the paint job. Definitely pops and stands out compared to other figures. But design-wise, it's just a classic robot. Simple. And now for the last box in the series, box number 4. Oh, we got the cover one, Labubu Warrior. Box number 4 is Labubu Warrior. So this one's the cover art, and Labubu is like a warrior here. This one's definitely a lot cooler than the superhero one that we got. Labubu has this like white fur, and she also has these gold horns coming out, and these like really futuristic glasses visor thing that she's wearing. It's very cool. A lot, like, design-wise, there's a lot more detail. Labubu's also wearing this like giant collar with a cape in the back. It's a very, very fun outfit. And there's like a little moon symbol in the front and the chest of Labubu. Little belt. And like a white shirt, jacket kind of thing. And Labubu is also holding this guitar that has like a star in the top. Maybe that's her like weapon, because she's a warrior. Maybe she's a musical warrior. But yeah, I feel like it's a very like rock star look because of this. Overall, I really like this one. I think so far this is my favorite in this series that we've unboxed so far. I wish it got Taikoko though, just to continue with the Taikoko streak. But maybe in the other series that we unboxed. Next, we have one of the more modern series. This series came out in 2023, and this is the Machine and Krega series. This is in collaboration with the artist, or sculpture artist, Kow Yokoyama. And for a little brief kind of history class, Kow Yokoyama is a sculptural artist. And he started actually in the 1980s, and he created a lot of these models that's kind of like post-apocalyptic, as you could tell from these Labubu designs. And they were like sculptural to scale models, kind of has like a weather painting. And he's pretty much very like popular in the modeling world. So just in case you didn't know where this like series come from or who this artist is, that's a little bit of, you know, better understanding of where these came from. So this series features 12 different figures, and you can see here, and I think they're all Labubu with maybe 2 Taikoko, so you don't get Yaya, Spooky, or any of the other characters. Just Labubu and some Taikoko. It features Labubu in different kind of mech outfits or mech robot suits. So it looks like there's 6 different kind of groups of suits that Labubu or Taikoko is wearing. I'm not gonna go through the names of them because I feel like I'm gonna butcher some of them. But yeah, you could tell each of these like types of suit is situated for different environments too. There's also one secret, that's 144. And this one's a little different because instead of just being like another suit secret, it's actually 2 Labubus in maintenance for the outfit. So it's kind of like you could pair it up with any of the regular ones with the secret, which is very different and very cool. So yeah, let's get to unboxing. I have 6 of these. And for the ones I like, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I need to see them, like open them up and see them in person to really tell how they look. So without further ado, box number 1. Oh wow, these are huge. I didn't realize how big they were. I feel like I've seen them in stores, but you know, behind the display case, so like holding one feels a lot different. So box number 1 is from the Fledge series, and it is called Flame. So for this Machine and Krieger, Labubu is in this kind of like red and gray outfit, and these ones are very detailed. So you could actually like move around the hands. You could actually turn the hands right here, and then this arm actually moves, and there's kind of piping here also moves with the arm. So that's very cool detail. I didn't realize how detailed these were. And as you can see the back, it's very like a weathered, like I said, post-apocalyptic kind of look. So everything's a little bit rusted, weathered. There's a lot of very nice details. You can see a lot too on the feet of this figure. The rusting and the dirt collected. And there's also little like thrusters on the back of this. And I assume these are like, I don't know, maybe for like flying to guide the wings of the suit. And then of course on the inside, there's a little Labubu pilot. And these plates on the front are also removable. You actually have to just kind of like pull them out like that. So it comes off pretty easily. And you can see the Labubu inside here is wearing this goggles on the front. And actually I just noticed Labubu is holding a drink. Of course she is. So she's kind of like snacking, drinking while piloting. I love all the details too. So you can kind of see the inside of this cockpit where you see like little buttons in the back. It looks kind of spacious, although you could probably like fit only Labubu in there. But yeah, it's perfectly sized to Labubus. But yeah, overall, this one's really fun. I love the little details, like especially in the back. There's also a little like warning that says, before applying electrical power, be aware of the warning light. So yeah, there's a lot of little details I look at. But yeah, this one, it's fun, but I'm not sure if I really like this red color on it. We'll see more as we open. And now for box number 2. And we have a pink one. Box number 2 is from the SAFS prototype, and it's the Flamingo. So one interesting thing to note is that these like types of mechs, so this is SAFS. I'm not sure SAFS, what that stands for. Let me know down in the comments if you know. But it is a type of mech that's already designed by Kow Yokoyama. And if you look it up online, there's actually like SAFS figures. So this one's kind of like adapted to a Labubu. So this one, Flamingo, features a pink body, and inside is the Labubu. So this one has a bigger kind of hood on top. If you take it off, you can see the Labubu. And this is also number 5. And to match your Flamingo, Labubu here is also pink. And this one's wearing like a sleeping mask, so maybe it's nighttime and she's getting ready for bed. So I guess she sleeps inside the mech too. But this one has more of a limited arm movement just because of the way that it's designed, I guess. So you can move the arms, like this one barely moves. But this one moves a little bit, not as articulate as the previous one. On the back, there's like a grill right here for, I don't know, ventilation, I guess, or exhaust. And then maybe that's the exhaust, and that's more for like ventilation. And yeah, there's a bunch of cute little details. You can see the feet also has more jointed details. Although you can't, there's just for show, you can't actually move them. Also, one hand has this kind of like blaster on it. I'm not sure what's coming out of it, or it was like a fire flamethrower or something. And the other one has more of a hand. And this hand, oh, actually it's ball jointed, so you can actually move the hand. So that's cool. But the arm doesn't have much articulation, unfortunately, just the hand. Overall, this one's kind of cool. And I mean, it's pink, so I probably won't be keeping it. It's just, you know me. And now for box number 3. Ooh, this one has a more of like a gray body. Box number 3 is also from the Fledge series, and it's Storm. So this is pretty much the same in design for the first one, except just a different color palette. And this one is much more of like a grayer, dustier color palette. So for the back, this time it has like a 7 on it. And then that's kind of like the same notes on it too, but the decal or the way it's painted is a little bit different. There's more like a yellow lines across now. And on the front, we have the arm that moves, or the hand that moves. Yes, it moves. Much better than the second one. And the side also moves too. And then of course the Labubu inside has a book this time. So this one's reading. But also has the same kind of goggles as the previous one too. Overall, I think I like this one a little bit more. It's a little bit more neutral in color. So I enjoyed that a little bit. I did like how the first one was drinking soda while piloting. This one's reading while piloting. So that's not much better, to be honest. And now for box number 4. Why is this one so small? I think we got the secret. Yes, we did. Yay. This is like so different that I don't know how I feel about it, but I think it'll be cool when we put it all together. But yeah, this one is a secret. You get these 2 little Labubus and a stand. Box number 4 is a secret, Repairman. So this one features just 2 Labubus on this platform. Actually, it comes with 2 platforms, so it makes like a giant circular platform, but we'll just take a look at this one, since that's where the 2 Labubus are. We have 2 Labubu repairmen, and one is wearing these goggles with a little toolbox in hand, and the other one has this like wrench in hand, and it's very ready to fix whatever they need to fix. So of course these repairmen are waiting or prepared to be repairing one of the Ma.Ks, or machine and Praggers. So yeah, by itself it's not like really anything to look at. It's just literally 2 Labubus determined, ready to repair. So we have to kind of put this together and then put another figure on top just to see how it looks. So let me get the previous one that we unboxed to see how it looks together. So let me put these up here, and then it's the previous one we had. So I don't know how it should look. Maybe like this. It's a little bit tougher to see because it's just literally, I don't know, I guess it's just the Ma.K and Labubu is trying to fix it. So, I mean, maybe it'll be better without this hood right here. There we go. So something like that. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, it's really what you put here makes or breaks the figure. Maybe this isn't the best one because, I don't know. It's just like a little cute little scenery, I guess. So you get the 3 Labubus together, or you have Taikoko. Taikoko will be on here. But yeah, overall, I think this is a fun secret. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's a cool secret. It's a different secret. I appreciate the little storytelling with the secret here. I don't know, I guess it's like a 2-piece secret. You need the regular one and a secret to tell a story. But it does make a cool like platform faux figure though, when you have all of them together. Now, where I preferred if a secret was like a very different cool Ma.K, maybe. I think that would have been cool to see, but I'm not angry about this one. I do like a good little story. And by the way, the secret odds for this is 1 out of 72, so it is easier to get compared to the 1 out of 144 when it comes with 12 different figures. This one's actually like half the amount easier to get. So yeah, I'm glad we got one. And now for box number 5. Oh, we got the snowman one. Box number 5 is the SAFS Ma.K, and it's a snowman series. So this one features a Labubu inside this like giant snowman looking one. It's very different compared to the other ones. It's a lot cuter. This one has mostly the white body paint. You can kind of see the wear and tear too in this one. A little bit of like dirt and rust all around. But you also have the arms are more like a blue tint, almost like a spray paint look on here. and the hands move, but the arm actually are not articulate. So the only thing that moves are the hands right here. And then there is a hinge like lid for this one. So when you open it up, you see the Labubu inside. And by the way, the Labubus don't come out of any of them. So they're all like stuck inside these mechs. So you can't ever really break them out. And this Labubu inside is wearing just like really cute outfit. This whole like pilot hat. You can't really see too much into this one because just the way it's designed. You could barely see a teeth for Labubu in this one. Just kind of covers this up. But she is like a lighter brown color here, as you can tell. On the back, there's a lot of like machinery pieces going on. There's this, I don't even know what that is. It's maybe like a generator of some sort. And then it connects to this piece of this box on the side. There's more tubing on the bottom. Yeah, it's very, very detailed. It's just very interesting that the front is just like snowman. It's a lot cuter than the other one, so it was a little bit out of place for me, I feel like. But not in a bad way. I think having this like cuter aspect for this one is nice too. Good addition. And last but not least, box number 6 for this series. Oh, different one again. Box number 6 is, I need to read this, AFSMKL, and it's called Dusk. Let me know if you know what those acronyms mean. I'm very like curious about this now. I'm gonna have to look it up all after. AFSMKL, Dusk. So this one features a different look, a different kind of mech, and I think I like this one a lot. This one's a lot more like blockier, as you can see from the side, and it features just like a little bit more interesting paint color. It's like a orangey, like a burnt orange almost. On the bottom, it's more of a lighter orange. I feel like there's a little bit of like a sheen to this one where you could tell it's a little bit more like metallic. I'm not sure you could tell compared to the other ones. This one definitely looks a little different. And then it's a little bit more articulate too. This one, you could move the hands around. And then this one, arms move around too. And the feet don't move like all of them. And this one has this kind of overall cap on top. And you can actually see the Labubu in a very clear look right here. I think that's what I like about it. This Labubu is wearing this winter hat and is holding this like device to communicate, looks like. And Labubu is also white too. Or maybe like an off-white. I guess it's more like a gray white. Yeah. I like that color for Labubu. And this also like more fun decal on this one. This one actually has a Taikoko decal on here. It's not that we didn't get like a Taikoko mech. That was 2 of the options that we could have gotten. On the shoulder, it says 1C. Not sure what that means. And then more little like ventilation grills, and then maybe exhaust right up here in the back. You can see kind of like the dirt or soot all over it. So it's a little bit darker than black. So it's a very nice job in the details for these. There's also more of like a weathering in the decal right here too. See how it's stripping off. I think so far this one's probably my favorite compared to all of them that we've gotten. Aside from the secret, but that's a whole different category. But yeah, overall, I think I like this one the best out of all of them that we've gotten so far. Just color-wise and the way it looks. I think it's very cute. Next, we'll take a look at the Almost Hidden series, which came out in 2023. I only have one of these because I've unboxed this before in one of my previous Labubu unboxing videos. And this series features 12 different options with 1 secret at 1 out of 144. And it features Labubu and Taikoko, I believe. 1 Taikoko. Just kind of like hidden, almost hidden, I guess, in everyday objects, inanimate objects. So it's very cool. I've gotten a few different of them. I got the traffic light, I got the flower pot before, I also got sculpture. So I got a lot of the ones I like already. I think lamp is cool. That one I haven't gotten. And maybe cactus. Cactus looks kind of cute too. So yeah, anyways, I'm kind of happy with any of these. So just wanted to get another one just to see what we get. So let's just take a look on this single box. And we got the bread one. We got the bread bag. So this one features Labubu hidden, well, almost hidden, inside a loaf of bread that's inside bag. And the bag says, yummy, with a little cute Thai Coco chef on it. I wish there was like a Thai Coco chef figure. That'd be cute. And Labubu is kind of like sleeping, or half asleep, pretending to be asleep in this loaf of bread. I love the way they paint this color, this loaf of bread though. It's very realistic looking. You get that like more of the burnt outer coat where the crust is, and then on the back, get this kind of like unfinished texture. And then Labubu here, just face popping out. And then the little arms of Labubu are popping out the side of the bags too. You can see them. Tiny little hands sticking out. And then this one also comes in like a base on the bottom, which features like a baguette right here, and then kind of like a tray, pretty much like a pastry tray with a baguette and Labubu standing on it. And the fun thing is that this bag actually is like soft, so you could feel it push in when you do that. It's not like a hard acrylic or hard vinyl kind of material. It's actually soft vinyl. And you can actually see it inside. You can see actually there's like a full Labubu body inside. So they're not skimping out in the design. You can actually, it's like a full Labubu inside. So yeah, overall, this one's cute. I'm not sure like, I mean, I like bread, but I'm not obsessed with it. But I think it's a cute figure. Next, we'll look at the Labubu Lazy Yoga series, which came out in 2024. I've unboxed also a few of these in another video, which was in the same as the Almost Hidden series. And yeah, I only got 3 boxes because I really like a secret, but I don't really have like high hopes for it. But these ones are very cute, so I don't mind seeing the other ones. The Lazy Yoga series features Labubus doing different yoga poses, and there's of course 12 options with one secret, 1 out of 144. And the fun thing is that all these figures are flock, so you get that fuzzy texture on all the Labubus. And yeah, I should like pretty much any of them. They're all pretty fun, very whimsical. So let's just get right into it. Box number 1. Ooh, this one's cute. Box number 1, we got Little Bird. So these cards I mentioned before, they actually like pop out. So you get like a little pop out version of this yoga pose, which is kind of cool. Very different compared to your usual cards that come with vinyl figures. And Little Bird features a purple Labubu, kind of in this. I'm not sure if this pose is called Little Bird. Maybe it is. I'm not like a biggest yogi person, so let me know if you know what this pose is, if it's actually called Little Bird. As you can tell, this Labubu is all flocked, and it's in that very nice like lavender purple. I really like it. I also love the eyes for this Labubu. That's one thing I noticed when I opened it. This like starry eyes look. You don't see that too often, and I don't know, it looks really good with that shade of purple. And of course, the Labubu has this cute little bird bouncing on her finger right at the top while she's bouncing herself. And this also comes with this pink mat that Labubu's practicing this pose on. And it's like a very soft texture. It's almost like, feels a little rubbery, but I mean, it's like a mat, so it's stiff. But yeah, overall, this one's really cute. It's not like too much to talk about with these figures other than the pose, but I do love how it's flocked. And normally as a flock, you see like the texture outline of Labubu fur plus the flocking. So it makes it very special. And now for box number 2. Box number 2 is Ab Roller. So this Labubu is doing abs. There's a little like counter clock right here that's included with the mat, and it's at 12 o'clock. And Labubu is using these like roller things on the feet. Although, as someone who has done ab roller exercise, usually these would go on the hand. So I'm not sure like why it's on the feet. Maybe that's why she's struggling. Look at those eyes. She is very, very confused and very disoriented, it looks like. and also sweating. This one, Labubu, is in this kind of like pinkish colorway. But yeah, it's a nice little pink color. And the app roller that she's standing on is an orange. I'm like, is that a different way to use the app roller? I'm not sure. But usually you would be like standing and you would be holding onto the app roller while rolling like forward and back up. So maybe she actually doesn't know how to do the exercise and is just doing it the wrong way, and that's why she's struggling. But yeah, this one has a mat too. It comes off, so it's not like one piece or anything. But she's pretty steady right here. I just love how she looks in this one because I can relate. App rollers are not easy. Oh, I just realized the app roller actually works. So this turns. So it's a fun little like detail. Last but not least, box number 3. Oh, I got the sleeping one. Box number 3 is just sleeping. So this features Labubu and like a meditative pose, but also sleeping. She is sitting on this like very pearlescent finish looking cloud, and she also has a snot bubble that matches. The sleeping Labubu is in the very, very light pink. I kind of like it. It's almost white, but with just like a little tint of pink to it. So it's very nice, very soft and comforting to look at. I also like this Labubu has like eyelashes. I feel like I never really see that. There's eyelashes on this Labubu. And yeah, she looks a lot more like feminine for some reason. Or maybe it's just the eyelashes. But yeah, her pose is very, very like a yoga pose. She's very relaxed, and that's why I guess she's falling asleep. But well, this one's not as like interesting or funny. It's more, calm and relaxing. I guess a little humorous because she fell asleep, but I can understand yoga stuff. Now we'll go into Monsters Coca-Cola series, which came out at the end of 2024. So this series is a collab between Coca-Cola and the Monsters, of course, and it features only Labubus, white Labubus to be exact, and collab with Coca-Cola items. So Labubu's like doing different like winter sports, winter-related things. Of course, with the white Labubu, it's reminiscent of the polar bear mascot for Coca-Cola. So this series features 10 different designs with one secret, and secret rate is 1 out of 120. So yeah, it's equivalent to what 10 figures would be. And of course, it features Coca-Cola Labubu, and they're all white. So it's kind of reminiscent of the polar bear from Coca-Cola, the mascot. And that's why the Labubus has this like white fur on here. And all the Labubus are doing different like winter activities. The ones I like the ones where she's like doing Coca-Cola things. So Little Snowman is cute. Hers in the bucket is cute. There's another one where she's in the bucket. But yeah, all these like more Coca-Cola related things are very fun. And let's see what we get. Box number 1. Oh, we got this like Coca-Cola outfit one. Box number 1 is Vacation Fit. So this one just features Labubu and like a Coca-Cola hoodie and a little bucket hat. And nothing is flocked. These are just like your typical vinyl figures. I like how the eyes are red though to match that Coca-Cola hoodie. And it's also come with a base that just says Coca-Cola on it. And yeah, other than that, there's not much going on with this figure. The hoodie is cute. I feel like you find a matching one and match it with the figure, but other than that, yeah, there's not too much going on with this figure. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. The hat is blue, it's nice. I wish like maybe something was flocked, but yeah, that's it. Let's just move on to the next one. And now for box number 2. Is that a secret? I think it's a secret. Oh my god. It's so cute. Oh my god, we got another secret. This is the second one for this unboxing. Oh my god, is this Zmomo? This is called, I guess it's not Zmomo, it's just Labubu. This one's called Labubu Express. Look at this card. It's like all shiny and a little bit glittery too. On the side, it says the monster's Coca-Cola. Yeah, this is a very fun card too. I love it when the secret card is a little different. So the secret is called Labubu Express, and it's just Labubu driving a little delivery truck delivering Coca-Cola. Oh my god, I love the like finish they use for the cart because it's like a metallic red paint. Makes it very special. Makes it very like eye-catching and shiny. And Labubu's wearing this cute little hat, that like a little driver's hat. And yeah, you can see all these little Coca-Cola bottles in the back that she's delivering. I love the effect that they use. It's like a almost, you can see it better from the back maybe. Like right here. It's like a semi-clear at the very top. So you really get that like glass feeling with the Coca-Cola like liquid inside. The wheels do not turn, unfortunately, for this one. I wish they did. I feel like they could have done that easily. But yeah, overall, this one's a very cute one. For a secret, I think it's worthy design to be a secret. I wish there was like a little bit more, just one little thing more, but I'm not gonna complain. It's very cute. Yay, our second secret in this Labubu unboxing. And now for last box, number 3. Oh, we got the skiing one. Box number 3 is Snowy Mountain. This one looks like it came out like a Coca-Cola ad. So it features Labubu, kind of like on a sled, but in a really weird way where it looks like she's sliding like downhill, going down the mountain, but she's facing forward. Wait, it looks like she's like on a sled? I don't know what's going on because it looks like she's going down with the way it's angled, but her scarf is pointing this way, so the wind is blowing that way. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It was very interesting. She's also holding a Coca-Cola bottle here, right in her hand. And then, yeah, looks like the wind is blowing this way, so she's probably going this way, going up. My mind can't think of a situation like this right now. But overall, it's really cute. It looks like it came out like I said, Coca-Cola ad. She's very branded with a Coca-Cola scarf and Coca-Cola in the sled while she's drinking Coca-Cola. And that's why it's very advertisement feeling. But overall, I think this one's cute. I like it. She's all white, as all the other ones are. And yeah, it's either she's on a cloud or a puff of snow. Next, we'll take a look at Blind Box, but this time it's actually a snow globe. So this is from the Big Into the Energy series, and these weren't actually released in the US. They were released in the Asia market only because just liquid inside. So usually when there's like liquid or a candle, something that you could burn, they don't release in the US market, unfortunately, but you could find them or import them from the Asian market. And as you can see, my box came a little damaged, but hopefully everything inside is fine. And this is from the Big Into Energy series, so there's 6 different options matching the 6 different Big Into Energy Labubus. We have love, happiness, loyalty, serenity, hope, and luck. With a secret, which is, I assume, ID or id. Id, yes. It looks like the only difference is kind of like the text on the front with the name of Labubu and then the color. That matches the color of the Big Into Energy plush pendants. So I don't really in particularly hoping for any of them. They all look cute. It's just different colors. I just want to get one and take a look at what it's like. So let's just open it up. Oh, so it's like a styrofoam lid right here. Oh, I can kind of see what we got already. We got happiness. This one's cute. So this comes with this little instruction pamphlet with happiness on the front. And these are the snow globes. And you can see happiness on the inside. It's more of like a yellow here instead of the peachiness that we know happiness as. But I think I like this yellow better. I kind of wish happiness was more yellow than that peach. And this one actually has these like dizzy eyes on the Labubu. It's cute. And then happiness on the bottom. On the back, it says the monsters. And on the inside are stars I love the way these little tiny stars like surround. It's not like heavy. They kind of float for a little bit before it actually comes down. So it's very, very pretty. So the fun thing about these also are lighted. So when you turn them on, you get this bright light inside that makes it very, very like magical looking, I feel like. So with the light and all the little stars going on inside, it makes it very, very pretty, magical looking. Overall, I like these more than expected. I wish the Asia market would share these with the US or ship them to the US so we could, get our hands on some of these because I think they're very fun. I would love to see more candles, especially like candles. I love a good scented candle. So hopefully we'll see more in the US. Next, we have the collab with One Piece, which came out in 2025. And I actually unboxed some of these in my Labubu unboxing. And I believe I got Frankie and Usopp. So I would actually like to get more of the main characters, Monkey D. Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Chopper, Nami. So yeah, I also want to get Brook too because that's just literally like Tai Coco. I was a very smart decision to have Tai Coco as Brook. I mean, it just works out that way. But yeah, those are the ones I want, and I have 4 boxes, so hopefully I get some of them. So let's just get into it. Box number 1. We got Robin. Box number 1 is Nico Robin. I mean, I guess she's part of the Straw Hat crew, so I guess that was kind of spoilers if you're only watching the Netflix series. So Nico Robin ate the flower fruit, and then she can sprout arms, eyes, wherever, limbs, wherever too, as her power. And she's known for her beauty. And of course, this is probably like the most beautiful Labubu you'll ever see. She has this like very elegant pose that Nico Robin does. And yeah, sunglasses, long luscious hair, and a very, very pretty outfit. I feel like you rarely see Labubu. I guess this is Nico Robin technically, because you can see like kind of like a belly exposed in a little dress with a little slit on the side. But yeah, and the high heels too. I never thought about it like that, but it's just very different when it comes to it being like a Labubu Robin. But yeah, overall, she's cool. Not something that I wanted. Hopefully I get one of the other guys. Now for box number 2. Yay, we got Brook. Box number 2 is Brook, or Tai Coco. And this one is really cool. It's so detailed compared to the other ones I've gotten in the series. So Brook is a character who ate one of the fruits, the Revive fruit. And I don't want to talk too much because I feel like I know he just appeared in season 2 in the Netflix live action. So I don't want to go into it because, spoilers. But yes, Brook, musician, friends with Laboon, the whale. And yeah, and it's represented by Tai Coco. But I guess I'll just talk about this figure by itself. You could tell Brook is a musician playing this guitar right here. It's a very a little bit more like a hippie outfit on. And then the big afro that Brook is known for. And of course, Brook has a skeleton face because he is a skeleton and revived by the fruit. But yeah, it pretty much represents Tai Coco perfectly. I'm glad there was a skeleton character in One Piece that Tai Coco can fit in. And of course, he's wearing this giant crown hat, I guess. But yeah, overall, I really love this one. Definitely keep it in my collection because I feel like I just need to start like a Tai Coco collection. Now for box number 3. Oh, what's his name again? Jinbei. Box number 4 is Jinbei. So Jinbei comes out later on and eventually becomes part of the Straw Hat Pirates. And he is like a manfish. I think it was like a shark whale shark. And he wanted to protect his island, but then he eventually joins up with Luffy in the gang. I feel like you don't really get too much of Jinbei in this character because you see more of the Labubu side. Jinbei has like a very different shape in appearance, more like a triangular top. So I guess it doesn't really translate as well. It's more so like the clothing and the hairstyle of Jinbei on Labubu with some of like the markings on the face. And Jinbei's wearing this like pinkish salmon color traditional outfit. And there's a lot of like a tied up, almost like samurai style hair. He's pretty much wearing very traditional Japanese clothes, including the sandals, the geta, and of course a kind of like a kimono or yukata. But yeah, overall this one's fun. I like it, but I wish you could see more of like the Jinbei character come through. It's just very like Labubu to me. And now box number 4. Chopper, yes. Box number 4 is Tony Chopper. So Chopper is pretty much almost like the mascot of One Piece. He is a reindeer that ate kind of like a human fruit and became kind of like a humanoid version of a reindeer. And he could actually become more like manly when he wants, but this kind of cute little form that he has. So Tony Chopper and Labubu is, I don't know, it's really cute. They also did like a 401,000% of this, and I almost bought a 400 because it's kind of cute with like a plush hat, but I didn't. But not like, you know, 100% figure to keep. And this one, Tony Chopper is wearing this cute little outfit with his backpack. It's very traditional Tony Chopper, pretty much with his giant hood over and his antlers poking out at the top. And the ears, oh, those are Labubu ears, I just noticed. Cute little thing. I think they were horns at first, but yeah, Labubu ears. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to get this Tony Chopper because I feel like that over-looming thought of wanting the 400% still. But now that I have 100%, I don't feel like I need that one as much anymore. Next, we have the Wacky Mart series, which came out in 2025. And I did do an unboxing for these before, too. So these are just 2 extra boxes. I'm not going to get too much into them because I feel like everyone knows about them. But they're pretty much different foods that Labubu is kind of hiding in. And I'm not really particularly looking for any of them, honestly, because I feel like I have the ones I want. But yeah, it was just fun to, you know, open some of the newer ones too. Let's get right into it. Box number 1. Now, box number 1 is Yakitori, and I have gotten this one before. So it features Spooky, Labubu, and Taikoko as Yakitori. Yakitori, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of like skewered grilled food. Usually it's like meats and vegetables in Japanese cooking. So this one features these 3 characters on like a skewer and in a bed of sauce. So the fun thing about this one is that these are actually a magnet. This one sticks to the fridge. So you can see the magnet here and here. And yeah, it's magnetic. So you can actually just stick it to anywhere and display it like that instead of having it on a shelf or anything. Like I said, I've gotten this before. I actually got a dupe of it. So this is actually a dupe of a dupe. So I have a lot of these now. But yeah, it's nice that it's like the Labubu branded stick right here. And the sauce is in this kind of like acrylic see-through or yeah, like translucent colorway. And yeah, it's very cute. I love the character faces on them. Now for box number 2. This one's big. We have the chow mein. Box number 2 is chow mein. And this one actually features Zimomo because there's a tail in the back. So chow mein is this kind of cup of chow mein actually. It features Zimomo popping out of it. And the chow mein is almost like a wake for Zimomo. It's coming down from the top out to the sides. Kind of like a blonde wake for Zimomo. And it's a cute figure. I like how there's these like labels on the side. There's some monsters and then kind of ingredients for Labubu, that's 1, 2, and 3. And then on the bottom it says Friday, July 2025. I wonder why it says that. Friday, July 2025. Maybe also the day the series release was on like in July 2025. I don't remember. It's been a while. On the front it says the monsters. And on the back it says 520. And from the series I learned that 520 is kind of like the sounds when you say it in Mandarin, it sounds like I love you. So that's why things are priced at 520. It's also kind of like a chopstick sticking out on the corner on the top. And then, yeah, the enclosure for the box. This one's a very like sturdy figure. It's like a block. So it's also a little bit heavier. But I think, I do enjoy this one because you don't see Zmomo included often. So I'm glad he's part of the series. And last but not least, we have the 1 AM series. So this was the last Labubu Vinyl Figure series that came out in 2025. And it features Labubu in kind of like late night activities instead of sleeping, like I am doing now. I should be sleeping, but I'm recording this video for you guys. And this series features 10 different figures. They're all Labubu. And like I said, they're all doing like late night activities instead of sleeping. And there's also one secret, which is one of 120. But these are all very cute. I think I can relate to them because I am a night owl, so I'm never sleeping. And yeah, I'm looking forward to opening these. I never actually opened them before. I know they came out a while ago, but I just kind of bought these and yeah, I've been waiting to open them. I don't know for what. But yeah, for this giant video, I guess. So without further ado, box number 1. This one is, oh, it's the phone one with the little sleeping bag. Box number 1 is phone time. I'm sure many of us can relate to this one where we're just in bed and we're just kind of doom scrolling, which is what this Labubu is doing. So this Labubu is in this like hot pink finish and she is just literally on her phone instead of sleeping. And then she's also kind of inside this cute little like shark looking sleeping bag, I guess. It's very cute. I wish I had like one like this, adult size. And yeah, like I said, the Labubu's flock. So it's very, very soft and fuzzy in texture. You can see the stars in her eyes because she's very interested in whatever she's looking at. But if you actually take a look on here, it's actually like a reflective piece. So maybe she's just looking at her reflection. But yeah, it's very, very cute. And just very relatable for all of us, I think. Now for box number 2. Oh, we got the reading one. Box number 2 is reading time. So this one features a brown Labubu, flocked like all of them, very soft. I feel like it's gonna collect lint really easily. But yes, Labubu is wearing these cute little spectacles on the eyes. And she is, let's see. Okay, she's laying on a little red pillow, looks like, with a yellow blanket coming out underneath. She also has these cute little yellow slippers on. And then overall, she's like laying on a sofa in a very like comfortable position and reading a book. So the funny thing is, she's actually holding the book upside down. So I'm not sure what she's reading. And the book says Labubu's Notebook. So she's just literally looking at a notebook, but it's upside down. So maybe she doesn't know how to read. Who knows? Maybe she's just looking at the photos because if you take a look, the book only just shows a little photo or pictures. Yeah, this one's really cute. I think I really love it. It's very relaxing and cozy. Of course, it's also humorous that she's reading it upside down. Or trying to read it upside down, I guess. And now for box number 3. We got, oh, the pill one. Number 3 is crawling time. I don't know why I call this a pill one. It just reminds me of like a little pill bug, the way that she's crawling. And this one is double flocked. So you get this Labubu on the inside that's, you know, your typical flock. And then the outside is like a different, almost like a weird higher pile, rougher flocking. So it feels very different right here. It's still pretty soft, but it just feels a little bit more like texture to the hand. Just a little bit more of like a, almost like a wiry feeling, but not in the bad way. It's very soft still. And then Labubu is literally just crawling on the floor with this, I assume, this like sleeping bag or the sleeping outfit, because you could see Labubu's feet poking out in the back. In the front, this thing has like a yellow nose, and actually these are like googly eyes, so you can actually move them on the inside. It's cute. But yeah, this one's very simple overall in pose. So Labubu's just kind of playing around. I like how this red band kind of wraps both of them together too, though, underneath and over. I feel like all these figures makes me like want to sleep. I'm just tired. But yeah, they're very cozy. We're almost there, almost there. And now for box number 4. Oh, we got, I don't know what this one's called. Number 4 is Relax Time. So this features another brown Labubu, and she is very, very sleepy, you could tell. That's how I feel right now. And she is wearing this kind of sleeping cap, holding this pink pillow, and she has one slipper on. So I don't know what her other slipper on. And I don't know what she's sitting on. I feel like it looks like a little kid's potty. So maybe she's going to the bathroom, half asleep. It's interesting. I mean, everyone has to go in the middle of the night sometimes, so it's relatable too. But it's a cute, that's like a little rubber ducky potty. I like how this one's done more like a shiny material, the duck and the slipper, whereas the hat and the pillow is more of like a matte material, and then Labubu overall, of course, is the flock material. But yeah, I love her expression here. You can really tell if she's trying to like stay asleep. You know, sometimes when you wake up in the middle of the night, you have to go to the bathroom, you try to not open your eyes and just to make sure you can fall back asleep after. I think that's what she's doing. And now for box number 5. We got, oh, that's a sleepwalking one. Number 5 is Adventure Time. So this one features Labubu literally sleepwalking on the roof. And she's walking like a very like a zombie kind of pose. And you can tell she's fully asleep. And like a little sleeping cap here has a little star at the end though. That's very cute. And then yeah, she's on the roof, looks like, on the big red roof. And she's about to walk off. So I don't know what's gonna happen, if someone's gonna catch her, or it's just the size of a house and it's not really that big of a drop. But yeah, this Labubu is in like a very like light, kind of like a lighter, I wouldn't call it sky blue, almost sky blue, I guess, flocked material. And yeah, I feel like it's a very different pose for your typical Labubu figure, so it's nice. But overall, I don't think it's my favorite. It's just, I don't know, something about this house. It's kind of throwing me off a bit. There's also a chimney on this side. But other than that, this house, I don't know. I feel like if it was a different color, maybe. Yeah. But it's nice. It stands on its own. I like the silhouette you get of this one, though. You get that whole like empty space right here. It's nice. And now for box number 6. We got, oh, the one with the Taikoko pillow. Number 6 is called Hugging Time. So this one features like a lavender colored Labubu, and she is very happy because she is hugging this body pillow that resembles Taikoko. Well, it has Taikoko's face and this little hat there, but it's just like a big kind of cylindrical body pillow. But it's very cute because Taikoko is actually like blushing. You can see her top is a little bit more pink. And yeah, Labubu is just very happy to be almost like spooning Taikoko. I feel like you don't see like Labubu being like lovey-dovey with Coco like this often. Usually she's, you know, being a menace and kind of putting Coco in crazy situations. So here, Coco is actually feeling the love. And Labubu's just kind of sleeping, spooning with him. Oh, with the Coco pillow. I guess not really Coco, but it's cute that they put his face on here. Overall, I really like this one. I think it's simple, but I guess I like the message for this one. The only downside is that when you put it down, you kind of don't see too much. I mean, you can see Labubu and Coco, but if it's like completely like laying flat, you don't see too much. You just see the body pillow. You just have to angle it to see Labubu too. And now for box number 7. Oh, we got the music one. Box number 7 is music time. So it's cool that this one lays kind of horizontally flat like this, where Labubu, his legs are in the air, and she's just kind of like upside down almost. She's listening to these headphones, and she's looking over. It actually comes with this little like accessory that's kind of like a cassette player. So she's going old school, I guess, listening to cassettes. This time, this Labubu is in like a very like aquamarine colorway. I feel like I've never seen a Labubu in this color before, so it's a nice little change. She also has brown eyes, so that's a nice little contrast too. And she's laying on this body cushion, and it's very, very heavy. I feel like you could display this figure 2 ways, honestly. You could display it like this, or display it the way they show it. But yeah, either way works. She actually does sit up like this, so if you want her sitting up, that works. It's cute. And then if you want to lay it down, that works too. Although the way that her like socks are dangling off, it makes more sense laying down like this. But it's just a little detail. Overall, I really like this one. I really like the pose. It's very dynamic. And it's very like natural feeling. I feel like you would be in this pose and you would be comfortable too. So I like that about this one. And last but not least, box number 8 in this unboxing. We got reading time again. Was this our only dupe? I feel like we did not get any duplicates. I mean, we got like maybe only like 2 to 3 boxes, maybe 4 per set. So I guess getting duplicates wasn't really that easy. But yeah, I guess this is the only duplicate we got. And it's a cute one too. But yeah, no duplicates in those. This is the first duplicate that we got, and it's the final box. So yeah, we did good. We did good. Thank you for joining me to this unboxing. I hope you enjoy this lengthy unboxing video. I think it's like the longest one I've ever done. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed taking a look at a lot of like the history of the past few series of Labubus with me. I don't have like all of them. There are some I missed. I think there's like a fairy elf series I missed. I'm trying to think. There's probably a few other ones, but I try to get the major ones that I could find easily. Oh, there's like the kaiju one that I didn't have either. But yeah, I think I got a good assortment to unbox and show you guys. Well, yeah, let me know which one is your favorite series. Have you seen all of these, or are some of these newer to you? Did you want to like get into one of these series from this unboxing? Let me know, because I always like to hear what you guys think. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, remember to hype, like, and subscribe, and click on the bell icon for notifications for future videos. And remember to check out my video description down below for links to my socials and my shop, where a bunch of these figures will probably end up, because I don't think I have that much room for Labubu figures. I already have a bunch, and I need to be a little bit more selective. But yeah, until the next box, bye!